Hi, my name is Keith Bond. Um, I'm a licensed professional counselor here in Raymore, Missouri. I have my private practice. And my friend Melissa asked me to do this video to talk about the topic of addiction and also include some of my personal testimony. So I don't consider myself good at this, so I'll just wing it and then trust the Holy Spirit to guide my steps. I do have extensive training. I've been counseling for 10, 11 years, 12 years. And I have addiction training as well, trauma training. And of all the trainings and material that I have taken, there's material by Chip Dodd that I found December 2017 that changed my life. And so a lot of this material comes from him and his construct of what's called the spiritual root system. And so he basically says that there are two kinds of people in this world. There are those who are active in their addiction and those who are active in their recovery. And I had a ton of denial my whole life, really. It's been a street fight to break through that, to actually see the truth and pursuit of the truth of theology of who God is, and the pursuit of truth and psychology of the study of my soul and what I believed about myself. So he says that if you can't tell your story with the feelings attached, then you're going to be active in your addiction. And in my work history, I've got 10 years leading a large counseling ministry, and we used to run groups there, and I was always marveled at the groups of living free or 12-step groups, that those people got real. And yet I had my own fear that would keep me out of there. So the Lord revealed to me in August of 2018, after I did an intensive with my dad, that I was an addict. And I couldn't see it before then, but he revealed it to me plainly at that time, that I was helplessly addicted to power and control. And my greatest addiction is actually an approval addiction under the guise of codependency. And codependency is the first drug that we get introduced to in our family systems that gives us relief from the toxic shame that we feel. And everybody has that toxic shame, and we're all busy hiding it. But our stories have to include it. Nobody likes their backstory. I certainly didn't like mine. But the Lord has allowed me to go dig into it and to understand it. Because what I realized was I could feel this much fear, and then my controller mask would come out. I could feel this much loneliness, and then my isolator mask would come out. And I could feel this much sadness, and then my self-pity friend mask would come out. And the God was revealing all these different masks to me that I had acquired over the years as I left being a human being, just living my life, doing or being myself, and then inadvertently got on this path of performance that we all get on. And that is now a path of self-esteem, where I start performing to ensure that I can belong and matter to those loved ones around me. And I'm a good performer. So I learned the good boy mask, the helper, the listener. One of my main masks was an enmeshment with my mom, that I felt responsible for her. And And don't get me wrong, like my mom is a wonderful woman, a good and godly woman. And it took a while for me to see that dichotomy of all or nothing. Like mom is good, but there's also a bad side of mom. And so I'm not talking about the good mom side, I'm talking about the bad mom side. And this is what it was like for me to be in relationship with her. And so I grew up from the age of 4 on that um, the responsible one or the listener or the dump truck, those are all different masks that I had learned where um, I say in some ways I didn't have a childhood, I had a job. And my job was to take care of mom. And one of the unspoken rules in my home was um, don't upset mom. And so whenever I would hear my mom walking on her heels in our house, I would have this huge shot of adrenaline rush through my body, and my codependency kicked in, and it was time to get to work. It was like I clocked in at age 4, 24/7, 365. What's the matter, mom? Because I couldn't be okay until my mom was okay. And so I wasn't actually worried about mom as much out. Somebody's horn is honking. Okay. So I wasn't as much worried about my mom as I was about me. I was manipulating mom to make mom okay so that I could be okay. And that has plagued all of my relationships through all of my life until the voice of the heart material started to scoop that out of me in the work of the Holy Spirit to refine me in the sanctification. So the Lord's given me a lot to give away. And I finally am back on this path of self worth, believing that I am worthy just because of whose and who I am. It has nothing to do with my performance. And I lived a long time on that path of self esteem, where my self esteem rises and falls based upon your evaluation of me or my evaluation of myself compared to others. So I'm only as valuable as my last performance. And I know that a lot of people live there. And I look forward to how the Lord is going to heal you and what he's going to do and reveal to you as you decrease, voluntarily humbling yourself so that he might increase and get the glory that he is due. So thank you for letting me visit with you. Look forward to spending more time with you soon. Bye.